becoming what God desires for us to be. The process of becoming what God has always wanted. The process to be what God desires. So as it stands at this moment, the church is not perfect. Everybody say the church is not perfect. We are in process. The church has issues, beloved. I know you thought we were perfect, but the church has issues. The church is not refined at this moment. The church is not finished. The church has areas of improvement. There are still areas of work that has to be done. The church is still under construction, and even some areas that look complete on the outside are not complete on the inside. Somebody say amen. The church is not perfect. See, a whole lot of folk make the mistake, beloved, that thinking that the church is perfect, that the church of God, the people of God came out of the baptism water shiny and perfect. We were new, but we're not perfect. We're brand new, but we're not perfect. We are renewed, but we're not perfect. We are in process. We are being made over. We are like the clay in the potter's hands. He's making us over, shaping us and making us what he wants to be. We are not finished. But folks just assume that the church has already been made perfect. We are not perfect, but we should be getting better. We are being perfected. We should be better this year than we were last year. We should be better this month than we were last month. We should be better this week than we were last week. We're not perfect, but I got good news. We are being perfected. We are under construction. And the good news is you and I are not fully responsible for the construction. The text says that God who began a work will complete the work. Everybody say God is in control. God is in this construction business, and he is leading the construction of our lives to make us what he wants to be. And it's our responsibility to submit to what God is trying to do. So sometimes in construction, you got to tear down some stuff. Okay, y'all not shouting on that yet. Now, sometimes in construction, you got to break down some stuff to build it up right. And even in time of construction, you might have the outside done before you have the inside done. But God is in this thing, and he's constructing us, building us. And in that construction, there might be some demolition. There may be some tear downs. Amen. Some foundations that need to be built, some roofs that need to be put on, some inner workings, plumbing, electricity, all of that. God's trying to get you and I built. We're not there yet, but the good news is we're under construction. We're under construction, and so we want to let God grow us. Amen. And so in this text, the Apostle Paul in verse 6 says that he is confident. He's confident now. I don't know when he became confident, but at this moment when he wrote this letter in this in the jail, and he's writing this letter to the people, he is confident that the God who saved us, the God who pulled us out of darkness into the marvelous light, the God that brought us into the family of faith, the God that now calls us his child, is going to complete this work. He started that work when he called you, but he's not done. He's going to complete this work by sanctifying us till the time of Christ's return. And since Christ has not come back, since the sky has not opened up, since Jesus has not shown up yet, that means until Christ returns, we are still in process of being made into what God desires. I know some of y'all think you're perfect. I know some of us think we got it all together, but the text is letting us know, the 1 Corinthians lets us know, Ephesians lets us know that until the Lord comes back, God is still working on you and me. I know we think we got it all together, but we are not perfect. We are in process. God is trying to grow us, build us, shape us, renew us, make us into what he wants us to be, and it's our responsibility to submit like clay on the potter's wheel to the molding of the hands of the potter, so that we might be what God has us to be. Paul said, I'm confident that God is working some stuff out in you and in your life, and he's going to bring it to completion. God doesn't start a work that he doesn't finish. Oh, see, that's the issue. See, many of us think God has to, he works on us and he's not finished with us. And see, that's good news, because God ain't through with you. Oh, let me say it again. God's not through with you. See, there's some folk you're saying, I'm not where I need to be. Yes, all right, God is not finished with you. God still has work to do on you, and God still has places to take you. God still wants to do some stuff in you. God's not finished with you yet. God is a good God. And the text says, Paul said, I'm confident that he's going to complete this work. Now, let me give you a lot of these information. I've got 5 points I want to give you out of this scripture. Now, the first thing you want to do is let's take a look at verse 9. We're going to talk about God perfecting us. In chapter 1, verse 9, it says this. Paul said, and this is my prayer, that your love may abound more knowledge and more insight. Some translation will say discernment. Paul said, I want you to abound in 3 things. And you know, part of being perfected, I shared this at 8 o'clock, is that when God's building us and perfecting us, 2 things have to happen. He's got to strip off some old stuff. Old people, old habits, old activities. He's got to take some stuff off of you, and then he's got to what? Add some stuff to you. Everybody say addition and subtraction. See, we like addition, but we don't like subtraction. Yeah, God, bring me everything, but my old attitude, my old behavior, my old stubborn way, But God said, in order for God to put some new stuff in you, he's got to subtract some old stuff out of you. Now here, the Apostle Paul said, now there's some stuff, you need to get this in abundance. He said, I want you to abound in this, have this in abundance, have a lot of this. You can never get enough of this. He gives us 3 things. You can never have enough love in your heart. Love has to be, so if the church is going to be perfected and submit to the perfecting process, we got to allow God to build us up in love and begin to love each other more and more, love each other better and better. Look, see, love is the marker of a good church, amen, a healthy church. The first command is to love God and your neighbor as yourself. The church has to overflow with love. We've got this. Look, people have to know Second Baptist, know you and me as people of love. That has to be something we abound in. You can't have enough of that. Then he says you got to have more knowledge, because see, what you don't want is a whole lot of ignorant believers.